Our planet has more than 4,000 different kinds of snakes, and they are a diverse and interesting group of animals, even though people often misunderstand them. Picking the most beautiful snakes is not easy, but the 10 species I've mentioned here are truly some of the most stunning ones. Let's start. The Viperidae family consists of a wide range of colorful, striking, and unique species. One of the most notable and beautiful varieties is the Eyelash Viper. This fearsome, usually electric yellow snake has protruding, eyelash-like scales just above its large eyes. These bizarre yet handsome snakes mostly reside in Central and South America. Their preferred habitat is mainly in low elevation, heavily shaded, and densely forested areas close to water. Interestingly, researchers currently believe the viper's eyelashes help it to better camouflage itself by making its outline more difficult to make out when the snake hides amongst dense plant growth. Though they are somewhat small compared to most other pit vipers, these ambush predators are highly accurate, expert hunters. Thankfully, despite their venomous nature and extremely sharp fangs, they are not very aggressive toward humans. In fact, eyelash vipers are reclusive and tend to avoid us at all costs. They primarily feed on small animals like frogs, rodents, lizards, and occasionally birds. The rainbow snake, also known as the eel moccasin, is another species with a name that suits it perfectly. These mostly aquatic snakes have a truly mesmerizing coloration, particularly on their sides and bellies, with alternating scale colors of bright red, yellow, black, brown, and orange. There were originally 2 subspecies, though one of them is unfortunately extinct as of 2011. Like many of the beautiful snakes on this list, the eel moccasin is highly reclusive. It usually stays hidden in the water amongst the dense plant growth in the marshes and swamps of its native habitats throughout the southeastern United States. Notably, they are surprisingly docile towards humans, preferring to save their energy for their semi-aquatic prey like frogs and salamanders. The rainbow snake has many names, including the red-lined snake, the redsided snake, and the striped wampum. As far as snakes go, it is quite large, heavy-bodied, and muscular. However, despite its size, it is non-venomous and mostly harmless to anything larger than the typical frog or toad. The California red-sided garter snake stands as a testament to the enchanting diversity found in North American reptiles. This slender subspecies, belonging to the common garter snake family, thrives in the scenic landscapes of California, showcasing a mesmerizing blend of colors and patterns. Adorning a canvas of black and red, the California red-sided garter snake boasts a striking pattern of blue stripes that elegantly traverse its sleek form. They have an average total length of around 55 centimeters, with some specimens reaching a maximum length of 100 centimeters, distinguishing it from its relatives. The California red-sided garter snake is smaller and lighter than the San Francisco garter snake. Embracing viviparity, these serpents engage in late winter to early spring mating rituals, bringing forth live young in midsummer to early fall. The newborns, measuring 12 to 20 centimeters, showcase faint colors that intensify as they mature and shed. Beginning with a yellow hue, the juveniles progressively transition into a mesmerizing blue as they mature. This soft-skinned boa has beautiful, iridescent skin. Tiny ridges on the scales act as prisms to refract light and create a rainbow-colored effect. Brazilian rainbow boas are brown or reddish-brown snakes with 3 parallel black stripes on the top of the head and large black rings down the back, that give the appearance of dorsal blotches. Brazilian rainbow boas are a medium-sized, round-bodied terrestrial boa and range from 4 to 6 feet in length. The head is not particularly large, but it is distinctly wider than the neck. This beautiful boa is found in the Amazon River Basin, coastal Guyana, French Guiana, Suriname, and southern Venezuela. A primarily terrestrial boa, the Brazilian rainbow boa lives in humid woodland forests and can sometimes be found in open savannas. In the wild, their diet consists of rodents, birds, and possibly some forms of aquatic life and lizards. Like other boas, the Brazilian rainbow boa is non-venomous. To capture and consume meals, they ambush and constrict their prey. Green tree pythons are found in New Guinea, eastern Indonesia, and the northeast Cape York Peninsula of Australia. Green tree pythons have diamond-shaped heads with irregular scales and are named for their vibrant green color. They have a white or yellow vertebral stripes, and many also have yellow, green, or blue spots. Juveniles are born bright yellow, red, or red-brown, and do not get their characteristic green color until they are 6 to 12 months old. Their coloration helps them to camouflage and avoid predators. A juvenile's yellow color blends into the edges of the rainforest. Their brick red coloration helps them blend in with the forest floor or tree branches. The bright green of adults helps them hide among the leaves of tall trees. Green tree pythons can reach lengths of about 5 feet. They eat mostly small mammals and reptiles. As juveniles, they are diurnal and hunt smaller animals. As adults, they are nocturnal and hunt larger prey that is more active at night. These pythons locate prey by sight and use labial pits to identify an animal's heat signature. They may also wiggle their tail like a lure. When curious prey gets close enough, they strike. Also called the harlequin coral snake, this slender, jewel-toned snake is one of the most beautiful in the United States, with its bands of red, yellow, and black. It's also one of the most dangerous as it produces a paralyzing neurotoxin. The good news is that it's shy, likes to hide, and it takes a lot of provocation for it to bite a human. It is best to admire it from a bit of a distance. Adult eastern coral snakes are slender, medium-sized snakes that may reach almost 4 feet in length. They have smooth scales and the dorsal plate is usually divided. The most obvious feature of an eastern coral snake is the bright body pattern of red, yellow, and black rings in which the red and yellow rings touch each other. The nose is black. The eastern coral snake is found in scattered localities in the southern coastal plain from North Carolina to Louisiana, including all of Florida, where they are most prevalent. Coral snakes are rarely seen in most areas where they occur, probably because they are highly secretive and spend most of their time underground. They typically do not climb trees or shrubs and spend only limited time crawling above ground. Most sightings of coral snakes are in the spring and fall. When threatened, coral snakes often elevate and curl the tip of their tail. They are noted for preying primarily on other snakes and lizards, which they kill by injecting with venom. Eastern coral snakes lay an average of 6 or 7 eggs in early summer and the young hatch in late summer or early fall. Shield tails are small harmless snakes that are largely nocturnal. They are a large and unique family, Europeltidae, of ancient, non-venomous snakes believed to have started their evolutionary journey around 56 to 60 million years ago. They are mainly restricted India and Sri Lanka. Shield tails are fairly small snakes, the shortest barely 15 to 20 centimeters and the longest 76 centimeters. They are adapted to a burrowing way of life. Their skull is strong and inflexible, their eyes small, and body cylindrical and covered with smooth scales. They are called shield tails because they have a distinctive tail that is extremely short, thick, and not always tapering compared to other snakes that have much longer tails. When approached by a predator, they do not bite, they coil their body into a ball, hiding their head by tucking it between their coils and displaying their tail to confuse predators into attacking the tail. Many have a dull-colored back but very bright yellow or red underbellies. All species eat earthworms. They mate during the rainy season, and females retain eggs that hatch within the mother's body, effectively giving birth to live babies. It is a genus of harmless snakes in the family Xenodermidae. They are found in Japan, Taiwan, China, and northern Vietnam. They are named as Oddscaled Ado due to the fact their scales do not overlap one another like most snakes, but instead are spread out and lie individually similar to pieces of a puzzle. They are also known to be burrowers who crawl below the fallen leaves of the forest. This is a small snake growing to a total length of about 90 centimeters. The whole body is iridescent under light. Head is small, oval, and without distinct neck. Body is slender and tail is moderately short. Eyes are small, bead-like, iris is black and indistinct. Upper head, body and tail is uniform olive, grayish tan, or black. It is a nocturnal, terrestrial snake that probably preys on earthworms, slugs, and frogs. It is non-venomous and not aggressive. The Redheaded Crite is a large venomous elipid snake with dramatic coloration. The can grow to a length of up to 2.1 meters. It lives in lowland rainforest, including those on islands, but it is considered uncommon. It feeds primarily on specific snakes, probably semi-aquatic and fossorial snakes. In Southeast Asia, the Redheaded Crite occurs in Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, South India, and Indonesia. The venom potency is little studied, as bites from this species are extremely rare. The species presents a very striking and distinctive coloration, namely a bright red head and tail with a black body that includes a low lateral, narrow bluish-white stripe. Having large, smooth scales, the general appearance of the Redheaded Crite is glossy and attractive. Redheaded Crites inhabit the rainforests in mountainous and hilly regions. They are hardly ever to be found in proximity to human habitations. They are nocturnal and partially aquatic. Leucism is a condition in which there is partial loss of pigmentation in an animal resulting in white, pale, or patchy coloration of the skin, hair, feathers, scales or cuticle, but not the eyes. Leucistic Texas rat snakes are found in the United States, primarily within the state of Texas, but its range extends into Louisiana, Arkansas, and Oklahoma. They can reach length of 5 to 6 feet as adults. They will eat almost anything in the wild, lizards, birds, eggs, etc., but in captivity you can exclusively feed them rodents. These Texas rat snakes are egg layers, and can produce up to 20 eggs. They will hatch at around 60 days. The average Texas rat snake will reach between 10 and 15 years of age. However, exceptional individuals may live more than 20 years.